against you before, like
Oh, yeah?
way back when. Yeah, in season 4, it was in ranked fives.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, I was excited soup. I don't know if you remember that name.
No, I
But, like,
remember.
yeah, because I added you and we were friends for a while. But like,
Pretty
yeah, it
funny.
was yeah. I
Season
just
4 is like fucking
yeah.
collegiate days.
Yeah. No, I was on a collegiate team. I think we were playing ranked fives practicing for that. Like I think like you played like Kog'maw or something, and I think I won the lane because I was playing like Lucian, and then you just stomped me later.
I don't even
Oh my
remember,
god.
but I do remember the name.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is cool. That is cool. Yeah, tell me how your games are going. Tell me what's on your mind for League today.
Okay, so I'm not really sure. I like when I originally signed up because I was talking to you a long time ago about this, right? Like trying to sign up. Um, but I was like D3 at the time. I think, and like I've been abusing Saber, and it's worked out pretty well. So yeah,
I mean, we don't really have to, interact with the enemy team with this champion, which is nice, I guess.
yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it.
That's good. I mean, hey, you might as well play what is strong, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Or at least what you think is strong. So, it looks like everything's going really well. So,
yeah.
if we are, do you think that we can keep going, or do you think that
Yeah,
we're
for
being
sure.
held back by something?
Wait, what do you? I'm not sure. Like, I think I've definitely improved. Like the first video that I have there that I sent you is pretty old, and I think I'm like playing better than I was then. But it's still like, like there actually, if you go back in my OPGG and you try to find somebody named Shield Me, I think. No, me Shield is his name.
Me Shield, yeah.
Yeah, that guy like hard stomped me both of those games. Actually,
Yeah.
oh my god, I wish I could find those games.
So I mean, I was gonna say because like
So I think my Place TV was broken there. Like I don't.
Sorry, what were we saying?
I think my Place TV wasn't
So you don't have it.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I do.
Feels bad.
What that was 7 days ago. So then I don't think I have.
Well, worst comes to worst, we can always watch from your end, right? If you don't
Sure.
have them uploaded on YouTube. But do you want to start off with this? You said you were like re-uploading the other ones.
Yeah, they're processing right now.
Okay.
I'm hoping they come up soon.
They will, no worries. For sure before we finish this one. So I guess we'll just take a look at this one. Oh, what the hell happened here?
There's a lot of bad stuff going on. I
have lethal tempo.
Yeah, there. I was wondering how fast you'd notice that. I think that there are definitely other things that go wrong that game other than me having lethal tempo, but yeah.
All right, let us see.
Oh, I do have the games. Holy. It was these are like the last 2 games that are the first 2 games that I have.
So what do you think about this?
So this is something that I think I've definitely learned from. Like I almost never go like unsafe and
right, never. Well,
yeah.
Is it never or like when can we? What do you think?
I think it's pretty rarely like unless you've like warded it or like you like definitely win the level 1, but the champions I play I usually don't win level 1 with, so like
right.
I don't know.
So if you can't win the level 1, right, the level 1 all in or whatever for whatever reason, then you can't go the unsafe way, right?
Right. Yeah.
Or like you said, worded. But honestly, even worded, I've seen some spicy stuff from higher level players where we're like delay invade, delay invade the try, right? So
that's exactly what I was like against like Sivir Yumi and stuff like that. They can, or like a Lux, they can just kind of like poke you while you're going in, and that really sucks.
Yeah, hit and run, right? They don't even have to stay there. They just hit you once and they're winning.
Right.
Okay, we're dead here if this Nocturne has brain cells, right? So
yep, pretty much.
Ghana can get away though, so that's nice. That's not bad. I mean, so basically this game so far has been the level 1 fiasco, right?
Yeah, it went pretty awful.
So
actually, is there any way you can up the quality on your Discord?
We're actually at source, but
oh damn.
Maybe I can. If I switch it to 1080p, maybe it might do something good here. Okay.
Yeah, it's because I'm on 1440p. That's why.
Is this better?
Yeah, this is great.
Okay. Cool. Let me know if it's like messed up or something. We can like always restate the call to try to fix it. But yeah, so far it's just level 1 shenanigans going on here, right?
Right.
So in terms of like your games nowadays, how how do they usually go? You know, what do you think you need to work on?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Like that's the I
You're
think
just winning too much.
no. It's more like I don't know why I'm like sometimes I don't know why I'm losing. Sometimes it feels like my
Okay.
my team's running it down, or like maybe I'm
Right.
just like losing lane for some reason.
So this is a classic barrier at the D1 master whatever
Yeah.
level, and then the that which separates you guys from like challengers, for
Yeah.
example, is
Right.
like, you know, I don't know like what happened, right? You lose a random team fight mid game, you're like, what? I feel like I couldn't have
Mhm.
done anything, and usually it is due to some kind of it might be missing some ideas. Like for example, back in the day when I was stuck at this level, I'd be like, oh, I couldn't do anything in this game,
Yeah.
and after watching my own replays, I was like, is there really nothing I could do, right? So like, you know, taking these team fights and we're like, oh, we lost. How, you know, if it's clear that we're obviously gonna lose, is there anything I could do differently, right? And then you start to make habits to kind of combat that. So in my example, it was if even if it was 4v5 where the team fight started doomed, we'll keep going no matter what, which is a common trend in solo queue, right? And I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like, what if we don't go, right? So I started seeing more success when I played super slow, and you know, if it
Right.
was Omega doomed with spam back ping, and that could actually save the game because you know, if you escape with 3 people, they can't necessarily do Baron, right? And you actually find a lot of success with not just running it down with your team. So that's something I figured out after trying so hard. Like I have no idea what's going wrong, right? So
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out anything possible I could be doing better, and it's rarely mechanical. The mechanical mistakes are easy to notice, right? Like, oh, I should have followed up better, right? Next time I'll make a plan for a Morgana binding or something, right?
Right.
Or
I think
oh, I should have flashed. Oh, sorry, what were we saying?
I think sometimes I'm like I think sometimes my problems like are mechanical because I like I'll see something and I'll like know if I just played it like if I did something like specifically mechanically better, we would have won the fight. Because like actually I'm playing on a team in like a league sort of thing.
Right.
And you know there was a game we almost lost because I flash like auto W on Saber, and one of the autos hits a tower, so it's like
Oh, that's awkward.
yeah.
Are you playing Jin?
No, I was playing Saber.
Oh, that's definitely awkward. Also, how
Yeah.
the fuck did he steal the dragon? Let me see this. What?
It's still a little like pixel, so it's kind of.
God. He just stabbed it. It's okay. You couldn't really do anything there. That's fine. Oh no, not the worst. I don't know why your team's so upset. No, sure you lost the
I
dragon,
can't even
but
read it.
it's not like the game's over.
Yeah. I that's another thing actually is I feel like I get tilted pretty easy.
Oh yeah, that's so my strategy there is if this where's my pen here? Okay, if the chat is making you if it makes you look at it and you're
Oh, are
like,
you saying like make it smaller?
it's a waste of time. No. I'm saying mute these people,
Oh,
right?
okay, sure.
It doesn't matter who's saying or what's going on. If you ever get the urge to type back to someone, that's definitely a mute. If they like say a bunch of like, you know, whatever this is, I would mute whoever's like, how did it get stolen or whatever. I'll mute the Kindred immediately. Like this, that's
Right.
actually taking up space in the chat, right? If you're putting down flash timers, I'm not gonna like press Z and scroll all the way up to find out what their flash timers are. That's like, you know,
I feel like sometimes I'm part of the problem, but you know.
yeah, it's really the chat is there to help your team win the game. Right. So you have a few options here. You can, you know, there's like, oh, you know, relevant information. Like they have no ulti, they have no flash, something like that. That's definitely always relevant, right? And there's also something like, you know, keeping the team positive, like, oh, it's okay, like no worries or nice try, right? Those are always positive, right?
Yeah.
And then everything else you throw it out the window because it's not helping your team win, right? Stuff like when I was younger, I would say stuff like, oh my god, he lived with 1 HP. Like no one gives a shit, right? You'd be like, he's low, you can dive. Maybe you could say that, but you know, trying to complain or you know, it's like, have you ever played CS:GO?
Yeah. I was. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Dude, people are like, oh my god, he fucking killed me. How did he do it? And people are like concentrating, trying to like throw their smoke or some shit or like push aside or something. Like that's like the opposite of what you want to be doing, right? So, for me, it's like I will mute whenever I see something like that. Which is why a lot of the higher elo players, you know, it's you can immediately spot someone who's like lower ranked by what they type in chat, right? Because it's like, yo, this is like not relevant to the game. But yeah, that's just me though. If you find yourself being distracted by this, like the instant I like died because I wasn't paying attention, I was reading chat. For the rest of the day, I'm like fucking reading everything, right? So Yeah, it's like it's actively hindering your gameplay. If it actively hinders your gameplay, I should say.
Yeah, I feel like it probably.
All right, this is easy clap, right? We're just killing
Yeah,
everyone here.
I think so.
Here's some mega trade. I mean, it doesn't matter how this goes. You just trade and then you go ulti. It doesn't matter if they get away or not, right? Because here's ulti. Unless nope, Nocturne's made. We're good. You want to flash this, by the way, this bubble. Oh, you can get away with it though, so
Yeah.
that's fine. I was gonna say maybe there's a chance we're gonna have a problem, but it's okay, right? So okay, we go home. Very nice. Then we're like debate, go home, and then push quick, and then go home. Very nice. So far so good.
Can we try restarting the call? I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah,
it's like I can barely see what's going on.
Yeah. Can you get it for me? Can you get it for me? Do I?
All right.
Let's see if this is better.
So.
Okay.
Oh, that looks
Do
great.
you want 60 frames a second or?
No, I would rather it be
higher quality. Okay.
Because I'm on 1440p, so it's.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you fancy. Oh, thank you, Arjun. So, any questions about what we're seeing so far? This is a pretty good game overall.
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember what was happening in this game. This one was a while ago. I guess the other thing the part of the problem I feel like I used to have was like not even like trying to track the jungler or anything along those lines. You know?
Yeah. So like you don't know where they are maybe.
Yeah. I think I've like gotten better at that. Still not sure. Like sometimes I just like forget to do that. I guess. Or like
so that's an indicator that you might be aware of it some games, but it's not a habit yet. So in a different game or next week or whatever, you might have that problem, right? So let's say you want to check the jungler. Let's say why do we want to check the jungler?
Because they're gonna come and kill us.
Okay, so while you're trying to do something, he's gonna come bot, right? So when is a good time to look for him? Yes, in game. So like let's say
when you're like pushed up.
Okay, sure, right? When you're pushed up, you can come up with any kind of like triggers. What we call it, right? So let's say for example that here's a obvious example. When you lost all your HP here, right?
Yeah.
What are you guys trying to do here?
Catch the Nami.
Right, we're like, we're trying to fight for this ward.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, you can see him, but let's say we're trying to do something 2v2, right? That would be a trigger to tell you, look at the map real quick to see where the
right.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
or like at least think about it.
He's definitely bot, right? So
yeah.
That's the idea.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see him.
You didn't die here. Like this is you actually just died here, right? Because if he had flash, he should have flash if I recall correctly. Or we didn't see it. We don't have that information, right? So we should definitely die there. Or if Nami isn't trolling, right? How's Nami trolling here? What do you think?
Wait. Say that again. I'm sorry.
How is Nami trolling here? If you die here, guaranteed. How is it?
I'm not understanding. I'm sorry.
How could they have played this better and you're screwed?
I guess Nami doesn't just like run all the way back, right?
Well, she's drawing you away. She's drawing you towards her, right?
You're right.
For you to escape.
Yeah.
Okay, where is this bubble aiming at?
Oh, it's not where I'm going.
What happened to her ulti?
I don't remember.
Did she has it, right? No, she has it, right? So.
Oh, okay.
So this is just like they
just
kind of failed. Okay. They just fucked up, right?
Yeah.
But we're definitely. I think we're definitely dying here. And then they ran it down to tower, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But that's something you might want to look at if there are problems with tracking the enemy jungle, right? Is when specifically in game do you want to do that, right? So right here, when you're about to push that was like my trigger. I was like, oh shit, where's the mid lane, right?
Yeah.
The jungle mid lane top. Okay, top dead, no TP. Mid's missing. Jungle just died. Okay, Fizz is coming, right?
Yeah, probably.
So that's kind of like when you're trying to do something in lane, you want to kind of have this trigger happen. You're like, oh, I saw Fizz top, so it's 1v1, and like you just push because you saw that, right? So that's your
right. Yeah.
If you want to make a habit out of it, definitely every time you key it to a specific thing that happens in game. right? So whatever you think is most important. A lot of times in the mid game, it'll be like as you're trying to push the wave, right?
Right.
You actually might die here. Holy shit.
I think
We're
he's got
okay.
Mobies.
He's so
Yeah.
fucking slow. He got hit by the minions. Nice. Okay. Woo. Okay. S. Are you sure? Put it back. But that kind of makes sense, right? So what kind of triggers do you think would be helpful for you to add this? Tracking the jungle.
I mean,
When do we
like the
track
thing
the
you're saying
jungle?
about like when I'm going to like when somebody does something that I think is like kind of stupid, like maybe think about like why they're doing it. Like, could there be somebody here like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. When you see something stupid, I used to think this guy's retarded, and I would try and kill his
yeah,
ass. And then
right,
and then we get debated, right? You get heal,
yeah.
flash, the enemy jungle comes out. Sometimes it's like, have you seen this one where the enemy mid laner is hiding in this bush or something? Like, oh my god, that was way back in the
Oh.
day. That was so stupid. Like, I don't know, whatever. But now I train myself. I'm like, when I see something stupid, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the map. What could they possibly be trying to trick me with here? And then
Right.
if there's something, then we're like, okay, he's just baiting me, right? So, hold on, let's watch this fight. Let me get a fork real quick. I'll be RB.
Okay.
Okay. Let's take a look at this mess. That's going mid. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I had no idea.
How did I know? What do you think?
um,
Back it up. Did you see what's going on the map?
kinda. It's still a little like blurry. So
Hmm.
it looks like he was trying to clear a ward or something. Not sure.
Well, what was going on mid lane?
It looks like Fizz was fighting or like chasing, or
Yeah,
no, it looks like
Fizz is
Akali's
fighting
chasing
Akali,
Fizz.
right?
Yeah.
Ah. Is there a fight going down here? No, so that's how I know. Process of elimination is just, oh, he's ulting mid, right?
Right.
Okay. Nothing we can really do about that. Oh, what the hell? That's trolling for sure. His ass. Ulti does not mean too, right? Nice. You can take your time.
No, I think I trolled. I don't know. We're good.
This is good. I mean, you're like, I need to stop her Mobies. That's good. Right. Fast forward, push this out. You can probably try and go for plates if you really want to. Sure. And then we go home. Very nice. Holy, we have no Infinity Edge, but we have Essence though.
Yeah. I think I don't think I could afford it, right?
No, you couldn't have.
I think that was a game where like I had to buy like double longsword or something, so I just decided to go invest Essence.
Worries? I don't know what's going on bot, but your jungle got a double kill, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Take tower. Everything is pretty solid so far. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean this game seems to be going pretty well at a certain point. I think one of the mistakes I might have made is like not well, okay, I guess I couldn't have because like the way you're gonna see this game goes is not well.
Where are you walking, my dude? Monka S.
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting. All right, let's talk about this. So why am I questioning this path here?
Because we don't have any vision there, and they have Nami and Nocturne there.
Right. So what do you think is gonna happen?
I'm going to die.
All right, if they engage on you, are you okay here?
No. Well, maybe. Probably not, but maybe.
I'll say no. Why would I say no?
Because we can't see them. I think that the only reason I might be okay is Morgana might shield me like very well to prevent like
Here's a
the
hint.
wave.
You're still dead.
Yeah.
How do I know?
No idea.
So there's a common. So specifically, we can like get into specifics, right? So
Right.
oh, okay, Kaiser's gonna ulti and she's gonna hit you and all that. But here's a pattern, right? How many times have you run through this river and you've died?
Too many.
So how do we know what times does it work and what times does it doesn't?
When the enemy just kind of leaves and doesn't like try to interact with me.
Well, let's say they force engage on you.
Yeah.
How come you can't get out of the river?
Because I don't have flash.
If you have flash, are you okay?
If they don't. So not
Right.
necessarily.
Well, let's say, let's say Nocturne has flash. Can you beat this?
No.
You have flash. Are you sure?
Uh, possibly. It's like it depends, I
If you're
guess.
standing here and you're like walking this way and he ulties you and then you flash, he has no idea where you went, right? But you went over the wall.
Hmm.
Unless he knows you're going over the wall, then you're gonna get screwed, right? But you can come up with something, right? But
Yeah.
here's the thing: is that it doesn't matter if they have flash or not. If you walk through the server and you don't have flash, it's doomed, right? So
Yeah.
that's a common bot lane, or not even bot lane, like a common league trend is, if you don't have control over the river and you're walking through and you have no flash, you need to be able to beat this engage, or it's defaulting to a loss, right? You need to
Yeah.
find a way to beat this. So I have no idea why they're not like sitting in this bush, like fucking ready to throw everything in your face, right? But maybe like Nitro out of mana or something. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Definitely should be free. Like she's like standing right there, right? That's so strange. And Kai'Sa went missing, right? So Kai'Sa was ready to ulti in. Maybe they thought you had flash, so it is about to come up. But that's definitely something to things to look at is how they're trying to engage on you, right?
Right.
Okay, what's going on here? Some kind of W into ulti maybe. No? Okay, that's fine. Okay. I was gonna say you probably don't want to base, right? Good.
Yeah.
Then we base, we're going top. Okay, let's watch this. This is pretty free. Sure. Kaiser's here, right? Sure. This Nami's dead as hell. Is this the same or not the same as what we just talked about?
It's pretty similar. I guess I just like don't know where a lot of their team is, so they could have just been on the other.
Oh, I mean, like this Nami, is she doing the same thing as you?
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
She can't
just,
exit,
like, walked
right?
out. Yeah.
Think
could've just
about
walked up
terrain
instead.
as like, yeah, you enter a place. Can you leave, right?
Not really.
So she can't leave. Well, how come she didn't insta die?
Morg's Q.
Well, how did Morgan miss
She had
Q? Yeah,
oh,
she
she
had flash,
flashed.
right? See, it's
Yeah.
this relationship of having flash and quote unquote putting yourself in a corner, right?
Right.
But if you put yourself in a corner, you have no flash. She definitely gets one shot by you, right? So,
Yeah.
unfortunate, we couldn't find her, but that's fine. Okay, see what's going on here. You want to stay mid? Okay, good.
I came here for two things.
This is scary.
To suck some hard candy and suck some dicks.
We're trying to gain control over the Rift Herald. Man, we are losing shit, but okay. This Fizz is trying to die. Sure. I don't know why he's pinging. What's going on here?
Oh, is he? I think I took the Herald.
Olaf is pinging you guys. No. Your team is truly. I don't know why Olaf is pinging you guys. Yeah, I would have muted these kids like a long time ago. It doesn't matter if you have Rift Herald or not. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Olaf is actually running it down if you guys are doing Rift Herald and he's trying to fight. So, seems good. That's fine. Oh, that's not us, is it?
I don't think.
Not us. It was. He was trying to ulti you guys. So yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it is us, and I just used to die.
So, take a look at this. What do you think about this section?
I think I was just like extra dead. Probably just not even bother using songs. I'm not sure.
What's the problem here?
My team's not there, and I'm still pushing. Like greeted for the wave, I think.
So us staying for the wave is the problem, right? So let's
yeah.
So what are we trying to do here?
Catch the Kai'Sa, I guess. I guess he is, and then
what are you trying to do here?
Like W the Kai'Sa, or like follow up on his.
All right, trying to follow up.
Is this thing that you're saying where it's just like this doom, just don't even bother?
Well, it's not necessarily doomed, right? It doesn't look Omega doomed here. I mean, okay, after Kindred dies without using ulti is pretty bad, but this is very, very common. This is a very common I don't want to say mistake, but like pattern you'll see, right? What are you thinking here?
Just follow up on this guy because it looks like Looks like the Kais is about to die.
So what happened?
Kindred doesn't ult. He just gets nuked, and then I try to back off.
Right, and then we die, and it's like, oh, I flash in here, I should be fine, and then we got Dunzo'd immediately, right?
Yeah.
So what happened, right? What's the problem? What do you think?
I'm not really sure. I guess I guess it's like maybe just no, because
Nocturne ults you right now. Are you dead?
Probably.
Why?
Nobody's near me, so I like staying with my team or like following the Morgana.
Right.
Yeah.
What if you're preparing to flash over the wall? Are you fine?
Probably if he doesn't have flash, yeah.
Right. So what's the difference? It's physically you're in the same spot.
There's a wall between me and him.
Right.
He loses vision.
Well, like physically, like you could be different players will have the exact same situation, but someone will play it differently.
Right.
So how do we, what's wrong with our thinking? Like, where are we going wrong here?
I'm not sure.
I came here for two things.
What do you mean?
To suck some
So like,
rock
let's
candy
say for example,
and suck some dicks.
some shit goes on here. What is Nocturne thinking?
You say where is Nocturne?
No, like what's Nocturne thinking?
He's probably looking to like turn it.
Right. So he's looking at you, right? He's gonna kill this ADC, right? And what are you thinking?
I'm not even thinking about the Nocturne, probably.
All right. So if you just try and hit this Kaisa, what happens? Oh, the natural reaction is he ultis you and you panic. He's like, oh shit, I wasn't ready for this, right? What if Nocturne is thinking about you?
I can like be ready to like flash over that wall.
Yeah, exactly. And we got his
Morgana's
ulti,
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just runs it down because he's chasing something and we kill his ass, right? Or you got his ulti, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between those two scenarios? One where we're both in the same spot, but one is we're trying to follow up on Kaisa, and the other one is we're looking at Nocturne first, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Can you come up with any kind of rule or pattern here to help you in these situations? Because this is happen every time in solo queue, I promise.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess it's like when a fight starts, like where are the people who are like not on the map or like in the fight?
Right, who's coming for you, right?
Yeah.
Or have you ever seen this in lane? Your Morgana binds someone, you try and hit them, blitz hook, right? Or a pike hook, or whatever is coming for you, right?
Right.
It's the exact same concept. These certain people are coming for you with these certain abilities. Once you like make note of it or you're ready for it, then you can kind of help.
Right.
Like oh my god, here's the classic. This is why a lot of people hate Syndra, right? Is your team's fighting. And then like, oh, I'm gonna walk up and help, and she like flash ultis you or some shit, right? Takes 0 skill shots. It's just her killing you with damage, right? And people are like, that's broken, but you should wait until she uses it on someone else, right? So this is the exact same kind of idea going on here. Is you're trying to help, and then we got Nocturne ultied, although it was super late for some reason, right? And then we got run down because it's too late at this point. By the time you get to this point, was there anything you could have done?
No, I probably just did.
Impossible, right? Impossible to out mechanic unless he like you flash in the bush and he DCs or something. I don't know. Like it's impossible. It's actually impossible. So we know that the problem isn't mechanical, right? The problem happened as something.
With my brain,
Yeah. The habits you are having, right? Is if you only think about the follow up, you're not thinking about how they're going to follow up on you, right? In a sense, or how they're going to attack you, really. And then because of this, everyone's inting, right? This is how solo queue works. Is everyone runs it down after something.
Yeah, that Olaf just looks like extra tilted.
Yeah. Yeah, they should not have tried to do anything, but they did, so that's kind of awkward. But
this is where I just get stomped again.
Feels bad, man. You're trying to do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Same thing.
Well, yeah, it's probably like I should probably follow my team like Wraiths, try to stay with the Kindred, because if she ults me, then he's gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't even stay with Kindred. I'm like, what? I'm staying out of range.
Yeah.
Right? I'm staying out of range or out of vision.
Like if make sure that if he's like coming in like that, then people could do something about it rather than me just dying for free.
Yeah. So, but it's definitely the same concept for sure, right? So, here's a habit you're gonna have here: is every time a fight breaks out, what do? You get the urge to follow up. It's not that this urge is bad. This is a very good urge. You should help, or you should try to help. Look to help. But once you get this urge, then you think this. What is this new habit?
Like where are the people who are coming? Like what are people looking to do?
Exactly.
Where are they?
They're engaged, right?
Yeah.
So, all jungles, tops, mid, support, sometimes ADC.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone in the game, right? And then you know, you could press tab or whatever, but that's kind of the first thing you check for, right? Because you know, if you don't do this, anyone with an ulti will always kill you. So anyone with Rengar, anyone with Nocturne, any TF, yeah, the list goes on, right? Yeah, you've died to it all before. Everyone has died to it all before.
Yeah.
You don't get to this level without dying to it tens of times, if not hundreds or thousands. So, yeah. That's kind of, you know, you see this fight here. Could you have helped this fight?
Probably not.
It was impossible, right?
Yeah.
So we need to make sure we don't die too. So, and then if we survive, you can stop the Baron. You have ulti and all that stuff. And they already used their ultis, right? You see how that works?
Yeah.
And then maybe even, you know, you've seen Akali in action. We can definitely stop Baron, right? If we play our cards right. But you know, the classic is when your team gives you a losing scenario and you continue it, everyone loses.
Yeah.
Right. You wanna you know, ideally speaking, when your team gives you a losing scenario, you want to stop it at the source, right? Let them die or whatever. Right? Don't make it worse, right? What is Akali doing here? She's making it worse, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, now she lost her ulti, so now there's definitely nothing you guys can do.
Yeah.
Oh, and she has no stopwatch.
No,
I hope that's an hourglass.
Yeah.
I hope that's an hourglass.
I don't know.
Nah,
I'm not sure if she gets away.
She's getting. Oh my
sure she
god!
dies,
the
yeah.
Olaf is coming in too. Oh shit! Maybe we can kill this Nami.
Season 9 D2, by the way.
Holy shit! This is actually so funny. But yeah, they're dead, right? So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just die.
Even if it looks good,
Then the Nocturne just comes. Yeah, I mean that was just so deep.
Statistically speaking, it's not gonna work, right? So, thank God they didn't do Baron. What the fuck? I don't know what was going through their heads, but interesting. So yeah, the game might seem unfair, but you know, when your team is doing some stupid shit, we need to make sure we're not doing the same stupid shit, right?
Yeah. I think like here, this is somewhere I wonder if I just like back and buy a stopwatch here, if I have like more of a chance.
Yeah, you can solve one team fight problem with stopwatch, right?
I mean, and then like go for GA because like even if Nocturne kills me, it like solves the next one.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely a good way of thinking. Okay, they're actually ending here. Let's go, baby.
I think we.
Okay, yeah, this is going really poorly.
Yeah, just get run down.
God.
I think it's probably like I should just be ulting, right? Maybe like from over the wall, so like out of vision, because otherwise Noct just runs me down. Because it's not like I can get in against if I walk into auto range, like the cannon just walks at me and I die.
Right. So what do you think? What do you think is going on here?
I think we're extremely far behind, and well, I guess Kindred's also dead, so we're trying to contest this with it like 4v5. And then
what's the plan here?
I'm not really sure. Like int and let them have Baron as well.
Right. So you know that's the idea. Is what are we trying to do here? It's never just fight.
It's just like try to like poke them off the Baron. Make sure they
try and poke them off the Baron. So when they're coming off the Baron,
we just run away. We want to run away.
Right? We should. Why do we know we need to run?
Because they have 5 people and they're ahead.
Boom, easy, right?
Yeah.
So you need to have this kind of game plan going on here.
Right.
I'm just trying to stop the Baron. If a fight breaks out, what am I supposed to do? And we know that through trial and error, you try and take a 4v5 is doomed, right? Unless you have something spicy going on. So, what happens if you walk up and hit them? Oh, this is actually the expected result, right? You need like rapid fire cannon or something as like some kind of exception. So that's kind of like what's going on here is how are we playing out these situations? And if you don't play it out correctly, it feels like you can't play the game.
Yeah.
Right. Which is what's going on here. It felt like you couldn't do anything, but in reality, we have a lot of options here. It's just the most natural one for people is let's just fight. Let's just keep going. Let's just follow up. And that's oftentimes the incorrect one when you guys are losing, right? When you're winning, see, this is the thing is when you're winning, yeah, of course you do that, right? Because you want to keep going. But if you're losing, that's kind of the opposite of what you want to do. Well, can just save this somewhat, I guess. I don't know why you haven't muted this whole chat yet, but
yeah, it's because I'm typing back because I'm very smart, I promise.
Yeah, you definitely need to. I don't know. If it doesn't affect you, then I guess it doesn't matter, right? But I would be like, dude, I need to see flash timers and shit. I just need peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Oh no! Try to hit that guy, monkey ass. I was scared for you there. If you follow up, this is the same thing, right? Trying to follow up,
and then the Nocturne's there. Yeah. I mean, I think at this point it's just like if you look at the items I bought, right? Because if I have stopwatch here,
right?
I mean,
right?
I guess he still dies, but like I think this is the only time I ever kill
I
him.
mean, can you outplay without stopwatch? What do you think, based on our discussion earlier today?
Yes. I mean, I could like flash over the wall rather than flashing towards tower.
Which one?
The one to the left.
Agreed. This is
Yeah.
easy clap, right?
Yeah.
And how does he know? How does he not know you're gonna do it?
What do you mean?
Like how does he not, like, if he has flash? How come he doesn't know you're gonna flash over the wall? The way you're standing here.
He doesn't, or he does know that because I'm not near the wall, right?
Right. So let's say you're
Yeah.
standing here and you refuse to move from this spot. It becomes a lot more obvious, right?
Right.
If you start here and you're like, instant he ulties, I'm walking right here,
Yeah.
right? And then you flash over. Then it's like, oh shit, he got tricked, right? So
Yeah.
the thing is, you can't really come up with this. I mean, you came up with it in VOD review, right? Super quick.
Yeah.
It's just, how do you do it in game? You need to insert. This is the time
Just
to
like
do
to
it.
think about how the situation play out before it actually happens, rather than
Exactly.
like panic
And,
when it does.
you know, when do we do this? When a fight breaks out. Usually, it seems like
Like right at the
trigger
start.
yeah, right at the start of a fight. Contingency plan for everything they can do. Like if this is Rengar,
Yeah.
it's the exact same thing. I'm flashing over. If this is Pantheon, it's the exact same thing. I'm flashing over.
Yeah.
If this is Camille, you stand in this pocket, and she ulties you, and then you flash over, right?
Yeah.
You see how this works? So
Yeah.
it's all really kind of it's just problem solving. See, this is the worst. This is how you know that you're not thinking, is that you flash backwards.
Yeah.
It's actually a worst case scenario. This is when you see this, you're like, oh shit, he didn't plan for this, right? You need to make sure you figure out what's going on beforehand. So yeah, that's definitely the big idea we're seeing here is, are you kind of, when a fight breaks out, they're gonna aim you immediately. Are you ready, right?
Mhm.
This actually feels bad. We actually die here. God damn.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Actually, this is actually interesting.
Can you? I think I felt the more Q landed, so I was trying to like follow up on that, and
Okay.
it
Let's say
didn't
Mark
land.
you landed and you walked up and you W'd. What does this accomplish?
I mean, I guess maybe it's still just stupid, but
Right. If you die, why? If you still die, why?
oh no, wait. Sorry, say that again.
She lands the binding,
Yeah.
right? You W her, and then what?
So just walk back because she's probably gonna kill me if I go forward.
Right. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
what happened here? How do we die here? What's the problem?
Trying to take a fight that I can't win.
Right. Why are we trying to fight here? Exactly. It's not that.
Probably just me being stupid. I'm tilted.
Yeah, it's not that you don't know she's gonna beat you up, right? You're playing Jhin. We need to hit and run / play around our first shot, get a rapid fire cannon, follow up W and ulti. What part of that is walk up and hit them? It's like, oh shit, like pretty much never, right?
Yeah.
So, this is we're seeing a common trend here. What do you think this trend is?
I'm just not thinking about fights before they play out.
Yeah, we're following up with the first thing we see, right?
Right.
You think about it. It's like, oh, you never win this, right? If you think about it. So, what's our goal here? We need a wave clear, right?
Yeah.
Or if she does land the binding, we still can't do anything on it. Let's be honest.
Just, like,
she needs to land
maybe
binding and
like,
ulti and
poke and
stopwatch.
run.
Yeah, there's no way, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of what's going on here. Is you're walking up to hit these guys, but it doesn't really make sense, right?
Yeah.
You want to think about it before you follow up, or think about it before the fight even happens, right? You can come up with something like, if Morgana lands binding, we can't kill her because I don't have rapid fire yet, right? That's a valid line of reasoning, right? Or you can say something like, can I kill her while she's binded? If you can't, then you shouldn't walk up, right?
Yeah.
And if you can, you should walk up, right? So it's just, if you just play things as you see it, you can't really get consistent results, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this Nocturne is fucking huge. I'm surprised you didn't get Ninja Tabbies. Oh, you died.
Yeah, that was actually what I was gonna say. Is something I could have done is by Ninja Tabby. But yeah, I think at this point it's not exactly relevant.
Yeah, now it's too late.
Yeah, I just get slammed.
Yeah, this is big feels bad, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Health and like, holy shit. Oh my
Where'd I go?
Seems good. Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, it's kind of too late, right?
Yeah, I think this game's just done. Like I don't think there's any, because the Nocturne doesn't even die for that, right? No, he does. But I think the other thing is like the only thing I think I can do here is like maybe the Kindred like ults me and I might get out if I get like Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like the only way we ever win fights is if the Kindred has ult and I'm standing on top of her and she ults in time.
Right. Maybe you can
Yeah.
come up with some kind of plan like that. But
Yeah.
yeah. At
But
this point,
even then they have like Kennen and
okay.
stuff, and we probably still just like it's just doomed at this. Like
Right,
yeah,
so-
you see the game's over in like 2 minutes. I think just end right here.
Right. It's just there's not much you guys can do. So here's the kind of standard of play you wanna have. This is the kind of mindset you wanna have when you get to this rank, right? Is after your first major mistake, you're no longer playing to win. Right. You've already lost too much after the first major mistake. And obviously in game that's actually not really true, because you can still win even if you make mistakes. It's just that if you want to be at the next level of gameplay, you can't make mistakes at this level.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So very much so, we saw a lot of we're trying to help, they just engage unless we died, right? Kind of ideas going on. So that's definitely an idea you could work on. What else do you think? What else do you think out of that replay was important? Besides the fight breaks out, you try and help, and then you die.
There's that flash thing. The thing you're saying about like positioning to like put yourself in a position where it's awkward for them to like try to beat you.
Say that again?
Like putting yourself in a position where it's awkward for them to actually like win the fight if you like need to like flash over a wall or something.
Yeah.
Like flashing.
You can debate their engage and then just flash over the wall or something crazy, right? So
yeah.
That's always a common ADC practice. Oh.
Yeah.
You're just dead here.
I didn't think he took E. Yeah.
No. What do you think?
So I guess
common trend in your gameplay.
I just assumed like this is just like a dumb assumption by me. I assumed the Rakan took Q, so he E's me and I don't flash. I'm not ready to flash, so I don't do it and I just die. And
I guess it's just W level 1,
Yeah, that's his W. I thought okay.
Yeah, that's his W, right? So
yeah.
There's also another thing I want you to kind of recognize here, right? Which is this. What is this?
What do you mean?
What are you trying to do here?
Auto the Rakan.
Okay, why?
He is positioning forward and he has Q rather than W, I guess.
Okay, so let's say he has Q, and you hit him here.
Yeah, he probably still wins that because he has the shield.
It doesn't make sense, right? So it's kind of.
I think the other thing is I know the guy that I'm playing with, and he usually starts E, so I was thinking that he might have a shield as well. But I think we just like lose fights anyway.
You mean Lulu?
What?
Wait, who starts E? What?
The guy that I'm playing with, the Lulu, like I play with him, like I'm duo with him, so. He starts E sometimes, and I assume he did.
So I mean, even if he shielded you, you're still dying here, right?
Well, I'm assuming like this is all assuming context because I just like thought he had Q rather than W. Just I guess me being dumb.
Right. It's kind of it seems like when you get in range of someone, you immediately kind of try and hit them, right?
Yeah.
That seems to be a trend. I mean, we didn't really see it in lane last game, right? I think laning was actually pretty good last game. But in terms of out of lane, remember the whole Baron thing? You like walked up trying to hit him, but it doesn't really make sense, right? Isn't it 4v5? Or times where you're trying to help follow up, but Nocturne is still ready to ulti. Oh, this is actually disaster now. He went for the kill, now he's dying to Xayah. Oh, can he get away? Oh my god, he's dead. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it seems like we're dying to a lot of level 1 ideas, which is interesting.
Yeah. I feel like this is like weird because it's like I feel like I usually don't lose those like that at least. But
so maybe it's just like outlier stuff. Don't worry about it. Okay.
It's not usually that bad.
Yeah, if it's not usually the case, then it's not normally a problem then. So, this is the worst gank I've seen. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, it's still the worst gank I've ever seen. Okay.
I think he might still die. I don't remember.
Oh my! All right, let's talk about this section.
Yeah.
What do you think? Actually, it wasn't the worst game, but
I think I saw the Kindred. Like I was thinking about the Kindred thing. This was the thing I was talking about where I kind of like figured out how the jungle might be here, sort of thing.
Wait. What do you think?
I mean, I think I played that reasonably. I don't.
Yeah, I think it's not necessarily poor. If Kindred's getting away here, why is that?
Yeah, it's because I started walked back a little bit too much. Because you started teleporting.
Who do we aim?
Probably the Kindred.
You can only hit Rakan.
Well, I can only hit the Rakan there. Yeah.
Okay. What happened?
So I queue the Rakan instead of the Kindred, I guess. I mean,
right. So if we're trying to turn, when do we use our Q?
When they like line up for it.
I mean, sure, when they line up for it, but like.
I mean, like, yeah, I guess what I'm thinking is like, especially in this sort of situation, like they do end up lining up for it. I only end up hitting the Rakan with it.
Right. Well, let's make it more obvious, right? Let's say this is a Leona.
Yeah.
You're still gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So what how do we kind of, what happened here? What's the habit here?
Just hitting who's closest to me.
All right. Well, you should hit the guy who's closest to you.
Yeah.
But what's a habit that a lot of players, it's not just you for sure, right? Honestly, everyone at this rank does this thing. But what shouldn't you use when you're hitting the closest guy?
Like the burst ability, I guess.
Right, your damage ability, right? So here's a common one. You're playing Tristana, and then you use your bomb on like Alistar or some shit when they're next to them, right? That's actually the exact same thing. So, we should, you should 100% hit this man. And then when Kindred gets into range, or if Kindred gets into range, then what?
Then I use my Q and like, unload on.
We throw everything into her face, right? But let's say you use it on Rakan, then it's like, wait a minute,
he just kind of runs away.
Yeah, yeah, and he's coming back and he has shield or whatever, and this is the more important target, right?
Yeah.
The Kindred. So, how do we know we can play greedy like this?
They're like way pushed up.
Sure, they're pushed up. Why are they pushed up?
I guess because there's 3 people there.
Well, what are they doing here?
Trying to like, what do you mean? Trying to gank or like?
There's a common pattern here. You can play greedy with your abilities when this pattern happens in game. It's always PvP interaction. Let's say, for example, let's say it's a team fight. You're playing Orianna. Enemy team is chasing you guys.
Oh, are you saying like holding my abilities so that like if they do keep, or like the threat of it is more? Is that what you're talking about, or like?
Well, it's like, why is it greedy, or why is it like called greedy? I guess to go for something. How do we know that if you're playing Orianna, you can go for this 5-man ulti when they chase you, versus it's a regular team fight, no one's chasing anyone, it's harder to get the 5-man ulti? Why is that?
Because if they're like walking into you, then like it's a lot easier to land stuff.
Yeah. So they're chasing. We always have this option, and conveniently when ganks happen, the ganking team is like always chasing. Right? Yeah. The ganking team will always be chasing, right? So you get to pick your target. Right. Before the gank happens. So you would say, oh, we should aim Kindred, right? Because she's not a tank. If it was Sejuani, it would be like, oh, okay, this is kind of harder, a lot harder. So we're at the aim to the ADC, right? But it's kind of, if you feel like we could have gotten this Kindred, but we didn't, she even took a tower shot, right? Yeah. And it's not like you knew this TP was coming, so you should back off, right? And you see the TP coming in, and then you go in. It's like,
I think it's snared as well. Yeah.
It wasn't that you guys didn't play this bad.
I think actually, if I shield there, I think I would actually be farther enough forward.
Shield that? Oh, like the root?
Yeah.
Sure, we could say that too, right? We could definitely say that too. But I think the easier thing to fix is
like hit priority or target priority.
Because that will happen every game. Every game, every team fight is, you should hit them, but it does not mean use all your abilities. Like here's a classic. Right. You ever use Kaisa isolated Q on Aftershock? Does nothing. Right? Yeah. So you should wait it out or use
like 20 times.
Yeah, exactly. That's a common example. Is they pick Aftershock and you see ADCs dump everything into them, and it's like, wait a minute, what happened to our damage, right?
I think I'm actually pretty bad about that.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the solution? Wait, right? You can hold on to it when they're chasing. That's definitely you can definitely hold on to it, right?
Yeah, you can like I guess disengage and then go back in with
Yeah,
it.
be greedy with your abilities. I mean, that's like a small thing. It's like a small thing in the grand scheme of things, but definitely an idea to look at if a lot of 2v2 or not even just 2v2, a lot of fighting ideas are happening, right? Is you can hold your damage for the guy that's actually important, right? Okay, so we're trying to debate here. That was a nice shield. And then Nidalee got it all. Very nice. You traded all the abilities away. Okay, Nidalee is
double here. I'm pretty sure.
Excuse me, she was actually trolling. Oh, what am
Yeah.
I watching? Oh, hold on, back it up. What the hell? Is this for real? Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you see that? She missed the Q and jumped into the wall, and she didn't account for the Xayah E. And then she flashed in place. Dude, this server is actually dude. Oh my god. Oh my, I can't believe she got that. That was actually max range E. Do you see this shit? Do you see this shit? Are you serious? You got this? Dude, there's no justice in the world.
I mean, the Xayah not dodging there was pretty.
Yeah, that's true. She didn't dodge the spear either. Alright, that was the most botched gank I've ever seen in my life. Alright. Whatever, dude. Alright, let's just keep going. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's watch this. Oh, there's another one of those
like positioning the walls.
Yeah, positioning. You can't get out. This literally can't get out, right?
Yeah.
So just something to note is that
I think you have to walk all the way around.
Yeah, you can if you have flash, remember you're safe, right?
Yeah.
So oh, something's going on here. Let's go help. Azir looks like he's dying too fast though. That's what feels bad. Lulu ulti? Oh my god, that's a Lulu shield. Oh my god. Genius. She died to Rakan or something though. Very nice. Wow. I would not have used my Q there, but okay.
Hold on. It's really choppy. Like, I can barely see what's going on.
Okay, let me see. See if we can restart it, see if that helps. Okay. Any better? Yay or nay? What do you think?
It's just frozen right now. Hold on. Go back.
Okay. You want to restart the call?
I think we're good now.
Okay, that is Monkey S. Oh, actually got
I think I died.
You know, if you think that you had a reasonable chance of killing her with just auto W, then I think it's fine, right?
Yeah,
you actually died there though. Oh my god.
I didn't realize she still had.
Yeah, how do we know? How did I know she was gonna eat?
She ulted. That's I missed the ult.
Based on our habits we're talking about earlier.
That's like the what you call it? The knowing what can sort of thing. Looking for that.
What are you trying to do here?
Chase the call it the recon.
Trying to fire, trying to follow, trying to chase, whatever. And then what about them?
I mean, I guess they're looking to if they can because I'm really low.
Yeah, she's looking to eat you, right? She's looking right at you. So it's the same kind of idea. It's not that you shouldn't look to follow up or try and fight or whatever. It's that once you do this thing, you still have brain power left over, right? This doesn't take any brain cells to Q and auto attack, right? We play this like if you're new at this game, it does take brain cells, right? So you need to
I guess
learn
I'm
how to
still
do that.
new. That took too many brain cells. I promise. Yeah. It was just like I actually didn't see that coming. Like I just died to it. I completely forgot she had ulted and I didn't think about the feathers.
Right.
I guess I'm also just garbage against Xayah. I feel like I lose against most champions.
Well, Saber versus Xayah is not can be sometimes feels bad, right? But definitely the idea of do you know what they're going to do is very important, right? So their engage or even their mechanical play, right? Where Xayah uses E, or honestly the obvious ones, the skill shots to your face, Lux, Morg, Blitz, Hook, or Thresh or whatever, right? Those are all kind of things you have to watch out for, right?
Right.
The game is no longer about you follow up or you kill people, right? You can do that in your sleep at this point, right? Mm-hmm. Now it's about can you outplay them when they're trying to do this thing, right? Okay, so what's going on here? Let me show you an example. Have you seen my recent YouTube video by any chance?
Probably not.
Okay, let me show you this example. This is help a lot. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay, let me play this while I'm looking for it. Okay, so I want you to watch this and tell me what you think. Okay, ready?
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. You were just entirely ready for him to Q, so you were looking to like EQ that when you did it because it locks.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So it's the exact same idea. I want to hit this guy. You have the exact same idea. We want to hit this guy. We want to trade. We want to poke, whatever. And then the next step is not that you don't stop there, right? You think about what are they gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So check jungle, check mid, check top TP, and then check enemy. Of course, check enemy support, and you're like, oh, he's gonna hook, right? That's like the only thing he can do, actually, right? So it doesn't matter what kind of plan you come with. You can Q flash, you can like E flash. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Right? You just need you can literally do whatever you want. This is your slam dunk contest here. You can style on him, right? And then you're good to go, right? So that's the step you're missing here is what their response / their engage when you try and hit people, right? Because we're at the level where we don't need to think about hitting people anymore, right? We need to think about how they're gonna hit us.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what. Let me see if there are any other things we need to look at. Oh, okay, here we go. This is different. And you guys got walked out.
Get wrecked, yeah.
So what happened here?
I didn't realize Rakan was in the bush, I guess.
How come you didn't realize it?
Because my brain was turned off. I don't think there's really an excuse for that because we have a ward in the bush, right?
Yeah, you have a word in the other bush.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I just like didn't think about it. It was really dumb. I think. Wait, did we see him like start walking up towards the other? Yeah. So he just tricked us.
He just went straight back. So what happened?
I just didn't even like consider that he could be in the bush.
And why is that?
What I mean? I have no idea. I think I'm just.
Look it up. So there's a specific trigger here that happens every game.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's the where you like you walk one direction, people think you're going that way, and then once you lose vision, you start immediately going the other way.
Right?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Not him, but like that's true because people will do that. Walk one direction, move the other, like trying to misdirection you. What are you doing here that made you not think about this?
I'm trying to make sure that I actually get the last assist tower.
You're trying to kill all the minions. Right?
Yeah.
And then once you're focused on doing all the minions, what's the first thing you did?
Just immediately walk up because I think he's in the river rather than that bush.
Yeah, it's like, why are we walking up? Right? I don't understand. So
because the waves come.
Because even if he's here, what will walking up accomplish?
Not much, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just putting yourself in danger, right? So it's kind of like
Dang.
Here's like something that'll help you. This is like a stopgap fix. This is like a band-aid fix. But if you ever lose track because you need to focus on this is fair, right? You do need brain cells to kill all these things. Then you need to stop and you say, I lost track of them. They could be anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
So that's something that'll help you a lot. And sometimes they'll be up here. So then you just sit and you wait until you figure it out, right? You have to be paranoid about everything. But that's something that'll help you, like in the short term, is just stop what you're doing and just wait until you can figure things out. Because if you make moves and you haven't figured it out yet, then the guy who has figured it out, they're just gonna kill you, right? They always win. Oh, is this not the same thing, Maka S? Okay, never mind. You saw Kindred mid, but
I think
okay. If you think Zyra Khan, they have no ulti.
Yeah.
This is fine. Oh,
I think I assume they just recalled.
It was fine up until here.
Probably
Why
stupid.
is that?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's that same thing where I have like no way to get out.
Right, and well, it was fine earlier because they had no ulti and you have Lulu, but
Lulu's not there as well.
Yeah, so definitely things you want to consider, right? Is what are they thinking? Like,
the thing there, it wasn't. I think Rakan was like extremely low, so I figured if he goes in, he dies. Right? Because
even if he's low, they can still do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's even spicy.
I like to think that I have fast enough reaction to Q him before he finishes the Eon.
Okay, yeah. If you say he W's from the bush, I'm gonna Q him so he dies. That's definitely valid. Right?
I also have the shield, right? And if he doesn't have ult, then I dies. I think that's how I was thinking. Like I didn't think there was a way that he could actually like feasibly kill me without like suiciding.
Yeah, as long as you have a plan, we don't care, right? That's good. Yeah. Any plan is good. There's only a problem when you don't have a plan.
Right.
When you haven't thought things through, that's when it can be said that you can't play the game yet, right? This guy's taking 1 million damage. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're setting it for a dive.
You need a flash here. Feels bad. Okay. There's a disaster. Oh, you came back, right?
Yeah, and I just
Is this the same thing as last game?
Yeah, like trying to follow up on things that I
It's
should
like,
be.
you know,
Or like
what's
just
the
trying to hit the closest target, even
yeah, like
though
why?
you can murder
Right?
me. Yeah,
It's 4v5. What did you tell me?
it's just probably should stay back.
It's just
Like,
losing, right?
yeah.
So yeah, so we don't want to take 4v5s, right? So it might be an idea running around here where you need to look at how you respond to, you know, disadvantaged fights. Right. Like, this is doomed.
Yeah.
Unless proven otherwise.
Well, and yeah, I guess unless we like get to stay under the tower and like don't just get one shot, but even then it's like they have Kindred ult, so it just feels
yeah,
bad.
You can't. There's 0% chance you win this, right? So
yeah, there's the thing is like not making it worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't make things worse, right? So I think we're kind of at this stage where
I'm making things worse.
Yeah, somehow there's a bad fight and you die every time, right? So what's going on here? So we need to kind of figure that out. Like, you lost this wave because of that, right? Or your team is losing something. Your team lost mid wave. Maybe Azir picks this up. You guys lost mid, and then it starts, you know, getting out of control, right?
Right.
Oh, they're your millionaire's like AFK or some shit, or DC.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, he's like he hasn't moved in like forever.
Oh,
so
that's weird. Yeah, he's streaming. So like,
he's streaming?
he wasn't streaming. It's ManCloud.
Is ManCloud more likely to think he DC'd or something? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like I wasn't even watching.
Nice boomerang mechanics, sure. Okay, let's see some team fighting because I think that's just seems to be that's season I solo queue, honestly. Just fucking one team is inting. How do you respond to it, right? Your team is inting. Can we like not int harder, right? So,
yeah.
Wow, this Fiora is trolling. Holy shit. Okay. You don't want to fight that, my dude. How come we know you don't want to fight that?
Kindred's a lot stronger than I am. I guess like Lulu doesn't have ult, so that's the real.
Well, what is Kindred gonna do? Remember, you know how you can kill someone. Can you kill this guy? You think you can, right? What is Kindred gonna do?
E me and auto me.
Or okay, that's a given.
Right?
She's
just gonna ult.
She's gonna ulti, right? Yeah. So, what are you gonna do after that? Oh,
die.
You just die. Yeah, exactly. See, that's how we know we can't fight these guys. Oh, you just die, right? So that's kind of the kind of thing we're getting at here. It's good that you have these instincts to fight, right? You kind of need a killer's instinct as an ADC, otherwise you can't do damage. Yeah. But once you can get to this stage, you need to think what happens next on top of that, right? Otherwise, if you just fight everything you see, then it's just how can you make any progress,
right? So you gotta like actually pick the right fight.
Yeah, exactly. So Q poke is really good, but then when you walked into range, it was like, wait a minute, you don't win this. So it was bad, man. She actually got away too. Yeah. Who else should we be thinking about here as this fight is going on?
Everybody else that we can't see.
Yeah. So who specifically? So we're not really that scared of Xayah.
Who's on their team?
Unless it's late game. There's like a LeBlanc, so you know.
Yeah, that probably that.
From here, right? That's kind of what you should be looking for, right? This is. You have good instincts in terms of we gotta hit people, but you know it's we can't kind of commit to it until you're kind of ready, right? I mean, she's obviously here, right?
Yeah, at least coming.
Seems like all these fights are revolving around this idea of, you know, you're trying to hit someone, but it's not quite safe yet, right? Or it's 4v5, so you know what are we trying to do here, right? So like here, like why are we trying to hit this guy? That's Monka S, right?
I think I just
like. You're not afraid.
All low.
Yeah. This is 3v4, right? So
I'm not afraid
3v4, 3v5. So, you know, might have some problems if fight breaks out.
Yeah. I think I was hoping that they like win out because they were all so low.
If you were trying to make a play and they're all so low, what do you need? Let's back it up.
Flash.
Yes. Why is that?
Because you probably just die otherwise, especially against stuff like Xayah.
What will kill you?
I mean, probably LeBlanc, but also the like not being able to dodge Xayah's route. Like they can just chain CC on me.
Yeah, chain CC, right? The Rakan W or LeBlanc damage or whatever, right? You if you really want to make these big plays, you actually are more likely to get it to work if you have flash, right? You can actually look for it for sure. Mm-hmm. If you have no flash, that's an indicator that's just not gonna work, right? For whatever reason, like gonna spell shield or a con knock up and then like it gets popped by like some random spell, right? So, okay, this looks free. Wow, she actually got a kill. That's a feels.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to go mid. Sure. They can't really. Oh, they can't really Baron, guys. They're not that fast. Okay, okay. What's going on here? You need ulti, I think. Okay, nice. This is doable, right? Let's go, baby.
Mhm.
Oh. Monk S. What do you
Yeah, I
think?
didn't realize that was the clone.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's probably just not good because if it is I can just E and we die.
What's up?
If the Zaya E's, we just kind of die. If we like run into this.
She has no feathers down, so she has 2 feathers.
Does she? Okay. Oh, okay. She uses it there on. Are you saying like what do I think here?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
kind of the same thing we've been seeing today. What do you think, Gabe? What is there anything you would rather do differently here in this fight?
Probably. Probably. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think like how I mean, I guess just taking that fight seemed like bad in the first place because they have like all their abilities
Does
up.
it seem bad? It looks
like,
pretty good to me.
Well, I mean, like we all kind of group up for the LeBlanc.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
So we all grouped up for the LeBlanc. So how do we beat that?
Group up.
Well, you can group up, right? What's wrong with you being there?
Well, I'm saying like just like don't all stand on top of each other like that. Sure.
Is that necessarily bad?
I mean, I guess like since I do have flasher, I could be like flashing, right?
You could flash, but I don't think it's worth your flash.
Is
there anything else that's worth here?
Like spell shield.
Oh, I'll spell shield this.
Yeah.
How do you need to know when you spell shield it though?
I mean, the LeBlanc is coming in.
Yeah. How come you didn't know? Right? What do you think?
Did it pretty quickly, and I wasn't expecting it.
You weren't expecting it. Right?
Yeah.
Let's say LeBlanc's gonna WR here. How would you play this differently?
Immediately spell shield and then just like smack her.
Yeah, I would like spell shield. I'm like attack moving like right here or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the instant she shows up, we hit her, right? So it's just if you're having problems finishing these fights or helping these fights or whatever, it's because I think we're missing a step here in terms of we just don't know what they're gonna do next.
Right.
Like so that's kind of the part you want to be looking at, and you're like, oh, okay, what about Rakan knockup? Oh yeah, flash. Okay, we're good to go, right? Then we just hit the LeBlanc, Q, Zaya, and then flash their knockup, and everything is solved for. It's impossible to lose. If we're kind of not thinking about these things, then you play it as it comes. It's like it's impossible to fight all of a sudden, right? Like for example, use the boomerang on the LeBlanc, you can't fight anymore.
Yeah.
Fight the Zaya, right?
But if I guess if I have the boomerang there, they just kind of die.
Right. Exactly. It's kind of like you're playing on instinct. That's how people trick you naturally. Is you chase, you play an instinct, and then they have some kind of turn, and we're not ready.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my god, let's watch this. Here's spell shield. I don't know what they're trying to do. Oh, that's what they.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice. Oh, you definitely don't want to chase that guy. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
He has no flash though, so you can debate her. Nice. Okay, good.
I think I'd die. Oh no, I don't.
We're good.
Hell yeah.
Yours alive.
She didn't have her ult.
You're just baiting for Riven here, right? Spell shield. You don't have to spell shield anything, honestly. Maybe spell shield or Q, I guess. Oh, no. Okay, don't chase this guy. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's why, right? There's never really one guy. There's always someone else.
Yeah.
We just dead to Fury here. You need to at least let a 0.
I think the Kindred died.
Yeah. Oh man, here comes LeBlanc. LeBlanc's next, right?
Yeah.
Your whole team just dies here, so.
I think they win this. Yeah.
Yeah, here's LeBlanc, right? Oh my god. Oh, what am I watching? He's actually out. Run! And then Zaya, right?
Yeah.
Right? You see how that works, right?
I think this was my last game in my Masters promos, and like I just got really tilted because the Riven like just kept saying, "Yeah, I'm limit testing this game."
Oh. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what she does. Right?
Yeah, no, it's just like.
Of course, you're gonna get tilted sometimes. Feels bad.
Yeah.
Understandable. Wait, here's what I think you should work on. Right? Is actually, yeah, what do you think you need to work on? I want to hear your thoughts first.
I mean, I really like the whole idea of like anticipating how a fight's gonna play out more than like just playing it as it comes. Like that seems to be like a lot of the issues I have in team fights. Like when I'm playing, like I think I like play the stuff that comes pretty well, but like I don't like anticipate people like doing anything ever.
Right. It's kind of like we're not quite clear on what they're going to do. So if they surprise us, it's like, oh, no, play the best you can, but you know, there's not really a way to win, right? Unless they haven't thought it out yet. Unless they haven't thought it through, and then you're just like, oh no, this just doesn't make sense, right? Yeah, it seems to be like when these fights happen, you need to know what they're going to do, otherwise you're gonna get caught by something, right? And especially 4v5 stuff. What do we learn about 4v5 watching all these games, all these fights?
Probably not the best. Be
What happens if there's a 4v5?
It's a losing fight.
Okay, this does not mean we can hit someone, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily mean we can walk up and hit someone. In fact, in all fights, it does not necessarily mean we can walk up and hit someone, right? You
Right.
want to be safe for whatever reason. So, if there's a big thing going on in these games, I think this is kind of the theme, right? Not like this is like this is the state of solo queue right now. Was there any kind of macro movement ever in these two games?
Not really.
0%, right? It's just people
Yeah.
dying left and right. Team fights happening, trying to
other
stop
than,
Baron.
Like splitting the waves like between people.
Yeah. Other than everyone getting their own wave, hopefully speaking, that's about it, right? There's
Yeah.
nothing else to it really except for the fighting. So, that's kind of what you want to be looking at, I think. So remember, what's the habit, and when do we do this habit? So if the habit's like we want to be thinking about what they're gonna do, when do we do this?
Oh, like right when like a fight's starting.
Yeah,
or at least,
right when a
like,
fight
well,
starts.
maybe not even like maybe like before that.
Right.
Like
So
if
you
we
see
see
this,
yeah,
you see this when this fight started. What do you think I thought about?
it just looks horrible.
Well, in terms of what we're talking about.
Oh,
Okay.
sure. Like so the Zaya has like a fire cannon. You can actually just kind of walk it.
Right? I'm thinking Zai's gonna try and hit you. What else?
I mean, I don't know what the LeBlanc sees yet, so I'm not really sure.
She just
other
used
than that.
abilities, so she
Yeah.
doesn't have full rotation.
Right, so it's not like that threatening, at least for now.
Let's see if I can make it more obvious. Okay, here we go.
Right.
What are the things to watch out for? So you said Zai's gonna try and hit you.
Yeah. I guess Yora kind of
Yora's-
just run
Yora's
it, but
pretty
like
far.
probably not. Yeah. I guess Rakan could like dash in as well. Dash to Zaya, dash to.
Okay, watch this replay. Exactly, Rakan, right?
Can you run that back? It was really like.
Yeah, sure.
Chop.
It was in fact Rakan, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go for you guys. So
Right.
What do you think? Why do you think he didn't get you guys?
Flash, I guess. We both flashed.
Yeah, it's everyone's just flashing out, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is the thing you want to look out for, right? Of course,
Right.
this fight. Maybe you can save it. Ooh, nice hits. Check this out. Saber, 2 auto attacks. Nice. Okay, we can actually clear the wave. No.
I think I was watching for the feathers. That was the.
Oh, I see. You can still clear the wave, right?
Yeah, I'm.
Oh no,
I think
King
I'm
is still
yeah.
alive.
Yeah,
Nah, it's kind of
Yeah, but I think we just.
kind of a rip. Oh, maybe if you can debate her somehow. Oh, it's doomed, right?
Yeah, we just die.
Nice try. So yeah, very much. If it felt like the game fell out of your control, is because you might be missing these ideas, right?
Right.
Your team is doing something stupid, it's not always means we can help, right? Sometimes
Right.
it's actually too doomed because 4v5 or whatever reason. Someone gets blown up, it's 4v5, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
In normal fights, if there's something goes wrong, it's because you weren't thinking about who's attacking you / what are they gonna do, right? So kind of, I think the one that will help you the most is any fight happens, I want you to predict the next thing that will happen.
Right.
Whether you're playing the game or not playing the game. Like, you know how I was doing when I was watching a replay, I'm like, oh, this is what's gonna happen next, right? Like when people, like this whole dragon fiasco, right? That's what you want to be looking for in game is, oh, who's coming next? It was like, oh, it's LeBlanc, and then it was their bot lane, right? I mean, I don't even know where it is. Okay, here, like this section, it was like, oh, is there a LeBlanc because she died first, right? Or she based
Right.
first, and then their bot lane's on the way, right? So that's kind of how I want you to play the game, is more focused on what's gonna happen next instead of in the moment.
What's happening?
Yeah, you don't need help about following up or using Q or whatever. You can do all that, right? It's just you might have problems figuring out what's gonna happen next, and that impedes the way you play. So that and 4v5 stuff. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like every time there's a 4v5, you die too. So we need to make sure that things don't become Omega disaster when
Right.
a 4v5 happens. So that's the other one. But first one for sure is fight breaks out. I want you to think everything that will target me, and then mechanically speaking, what are they gonna do? Right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's good. Any questions any questions about what we covered or anything we didn't cover? The fanboy? What is this?
I think so. Yeah, that's not
What?
actually called.
What the fuck is this? Dude, like, how does it? What? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
So did you say? Did you have any questions or?
I can't think of anything. Good.
Cool. Then I guess yeah, I think if you can put these habits to good use, it's definitely gonna be hard at first, right?
Yeah.
But if you can put it to good use, like Saber especially, like you can't just walk up and hit someone since you're so short range. But if you can kind of work on this every time a fight breaks out, I think it'll get better fast. Right? And that's kind of what you're trying to get at here. Like I want you to think you've gotten good at this when nothing happens without you knowing it. Like zero surprises. That's what you're aiming for. Zero kind of mechanical surprises, right? And if you can do zero mechanical surprises, you can do zero like macro surprises. So what I mean by that is, oh, how did we lose this fight? You should have known it was 45 in the beginning, right? Right now, like kind of mechanics, like the whole micro, like what will they do, and then the macro stuff is just 4v5, right? It's just, you should know 4v5 is kind of doomed to take it a lot slower. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think like a lot of like what I do wrong is like just like what you're saying, not seeing how a fight's gonna play out before it actually plays out.
Right.
Like if I don't have vision on something, I don't know what's going on like in that area without like I never see it coming.
Right, and if you are struggling with kind of getting the core idea down, here like an easy tip is think about the big thing they will do. So like we don't care about like Rakan queuing you or whatever in the team fight. We just care about his ulti W.
Yeah.
Right. So figure out a way to beat that specifically. Right. Same with like let's say like same with like Jax, I guess. Right. Or sorry, that's on your team. Same with like Kled, right? We don't really care about him bouncing into you with his ulti. What do we care about?
The Q pulling me back.
Yeah, the bear trap. I fuck that shit, dude. You get hit by that, you're actually just dead, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what you're looking for. Like the least, we don't care about the spiders, the W. The big thing is the cocoon.
Is the E, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. So stick to the big stuff. And if you can beat that, good to go, right? If you can't beat the big stuff, then you know there's a big problem. So that's always probably the best starting point, I guess, is kind of anticipate this stuff, right? And then don't walk up until you have like your solution. So like, oh, he flash cocoons me, I'm just gonna shield, right? Or I'm just gonna flash or whatever you come up with, right? But don't fall into the trap of you feel pressure to save this fight, so you're gonna do it even though you haven't gone through these steps, right? That's how you regress, right?
Right.
So you're not really trying to save the fight, you're trying to become a better player. And by being a better player, you'll be able to save the fight, right? It's kind of kind of funny
Like,
in how that works, right? By trying to save the fight, you're like becoming worse, right? So, don't worry about that. You worry about, you know, creating good habits. Okay.
Right.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, cool. Then if you do have questions, if you do come up with questions, definitely hit me up on Discord. Otherwise, I will upload this to YouTube and send you the link so you can go back and watch.
Sick,
and if you want to see more like of this kind of, I guess, idea, my most recent video goes over it a lot, so you can you can take a look at that. That's why I mentioned that. So yeah, I think this will help a lot. Definitely seems like you're doing fine already. Right? But you know, I don't know how all these replays are, but if you haven't improved on that section yet, then that would be definitely the first place.
I mean, I think that replay we just looked at was like literally Friday.
Oh,
so it's like
okay. What are we Sunday? All right, so that's pretty recent, right? So yeah, definitely something to help with. And if you're like, you know, why is the Jinx stuff like not going so well? Jinx has a problem because if you do this, you can never do anything, right? Like in team fights and or laning phase, you can't run away or anything, right? So
yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. Cool.
Let me know how the games go, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in solo queue. My games.
That's the goal, right?
Alright, man.
Alright, see you. Yeah, you too. Thanks.